Welcome back to 5 Minute Bible Study. Yesterday was a winner. We talked about murder. And today we're stepping it up and we're talking about adultery. So I will read the verses and we'll go from there. You have heard that it was said, "Do not commit adultery." But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go to hell. So, anyway, the Old Testament used to say, hey, don't sleep with other people that aren't your spouse. Wait till marriage, have sex when you get married, and stick with that person. And that was the way it was. And now Jesus is saying, nope, that's not good enough either. I don't just want you to keep your pants on. I want you to keep your heart in control. I don't want you to walk around and when you see a guy or a girl and you think she's hot, I don't want you to think about what you want to do or to act on what you want to do, to even just have it in your heart. I don't even want you to think that way. Kind of feels like good luck trying to control that. How do you stop that? And I feel like that's such a huge thing because sex is everything now. It's everywhere. Billboards, obviously shows and whatever, but music is all about how sex is number one. TikTok and in social media and whatever. It's almost as if you can't survive if you don't have sex. So it's so promoted. And now, how do you fight that in your face all the time and then try not to think inappropriately and go down wrong paths? And so then Jesus tells you how severe it is, because then he says, if you have a little eyeball that lets you see things that make you think evil thoughts or impure thoughts, pull it out. It is better to be physically deformed, to have to alter the entire way that you see and do life, than to have even the slightest hint of temptation. If keeping your eye puts you even just the minuscule risk of going the devil's way instead of God's way, take it out. It's way better to have a warped face, warped vision, have to adjust the way you do life, than keep even just that small hint of a risk. It's better to have a mutilated body on earth than a mutilated heart. That's how big of a deal this all is. Better to be without an eyeball for 70 years than for your soul to spend eternity in hell. So remove anything, no matter how necessary you think it is. No matter how much you can justify how the reasons why you should leave it in your life, the good that comes from this and that, remove it ASAP to keep your heart for God if it brings along a hint of temptation to go in any other direction. And if it's your hand, if it's your actions, the way to execute sin, chop it off. Hard and cold, just get rid of it. No planned, no perfectly timed surgery, but just instant action, hack it off. Again, it is better for your body to be mutilated here on earth than for your soul to be in hell for eternity. Suffering bodily loss is nothing compared to suffering in hell. And really, you can think about people who have had amputations or are blind or are deaf or whatever. There are ways to get through life without physically being 100%. But we think you can't live without these things. And so if you have to chop things out of your life, certain shows, music's been a hard one for me that I've learned the last couple years. Different things that get your thoughts going in directions that are not helpful or beneficial to your walk with God, you can survive without those things. God is enough. God is enough That's all you need.